So, I'm back now. I got another quick video I'm going to be doing here. Quick unboxing. So, more stuff came in, and whatnot. So, let's try to get this video over with quick. Let's see. So, this package came in first. I got this one maybe 3-4 days ago, but I knew this was also coming in, so I was like, you know what? I might as well just wait and then do an unboxing for all of them. That would probably be the best option to go forward with. So, yeah, let's just get this package open real quick. This little, uh, I don't know what they did here with this plastic, but, it did not tear open properly. Okay, so little quick brief overview. Saber Interactive are the developers of this, but where it is going around, Crystal Dynamics, Aspire are the co-publishers with Crystal Dynamics, but the actual developers are Saber Interactive. Um, and Saber Interactive is being snubbed entirely for these games, including the new trilogy that they're going to be dropping sometime like early next year with Tomb Raider 4, 5, 6, as well as the Legacy of Kain 1 and 2 remasters there. Nowhere on the physical they show Saber Interactive, so I want to make sure I get it out there. Saber Interactive are the legends who got these games built up and faithful to actual Lara Croft. This is Lara Croft. That reboot Abomination, that's not Lara. That's not a character. That's a different female from a different like storyline in a different video game universe, just called Tomb Raider. This is actual Tomb Raider, actual Lara Croft. Thank you, Saber Interactive. You guys are amazing. A lot of people assumed it was Aspire who were the people who were doing good for this trilogy. Crystal Dynamics, they are scumbags. They're disgusting people. Um, I despise you, Crystal Dynamics. I can't now wait till your studio gets shut down and you lose access to Tomb Raider. You are trying to actively destroy the Tomb Raider franchise, and we're tired of it. We're not doing it. I love Tomb Raider. I love Lara Croft. I don't want that transgender abomination creature hulking man thing you're trying to conjure up be Lara Croft. That is not Lara Croft. That's Larry Croft, okay? We don't want Larry Croft. We're not buying into that, okay? But thank you. Thank you, Saber Interactive, for doing the diligent work that you guys do to make these great games, and the great games you're going to continue to make. I am going to continue to support your products to make sure you guys continue to get more remakes and remasters, so that way your value within the company under Embracer Group can grow. I want you guys at Saber Interactive to be the guys who gain control of Tomb Raider. You guys are the ones deserving. But let me get my box cutter and I'm gonna get this open. It has a seal there, so you know, the usual deal. It's a legit copy. It's really good. I'm gonna be opening this up now. Let's see. Let me find a good point to get it open by. That should do. Right. But yeah, I had thought about it because I watched Melanie Mac's video going over this physical edition from Limited Run for the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 trilogy. Aside from the politics aside relating to Limited Run and the way they treated that community manager, I do buy games from them out of like necessity, for the sake of ownership. But Melanie Max stated, yes, there is going to be no Saber Interactive logo on the like paperwork for the art cover here for the case art. I was in debate if I wanted to get a blank sticker, cover up Crystal Dynamics, get on it printed Saber Interactive, and just permanently add that sticker, like them little crappy GameStop stickers they put on the corners that are like impossible to get off without destroying stuff. I was gonna intend to do that on the actual paper, just completely cover up Crystal Dynamics and just scrub them. It would be a permanent alteration. But if I can remove this disgusting company from my view and my visual perception, the better, you know. But I'm gonna tear this off. Boom. Oh, this one stuck to me. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, so let's get to the opening. And what is this? Woo! Ooh, that was scary there for a second. So we've got Larry Croft here. Larry Croft, the man thing, the disgusting like true freak there. And you know, like a whole situation with like a code for like 20% off site wide on gear.toomraider.com. Expires January 1st, 2026. I might consider this. I like to see what's going on here. But I don't want to put money into Crystal Dynamics' hands. And depending on what gear they've got, if it's Larry Croft garbage gear, I might not even just use this code. I have no intentions to support this woke abomination shit. So, no thank you to that, Crystal Dynamics. I don't like your political agenda. Games should just be games. They should just be fun. They should be entertainment. They shouldn't be political preach choirs, you know. I don't want to hear the preaching and the splurging of your ideology. I don't care. Here's the disc. It's a pretty bare bones and simple disc. It's got the whole logo for Tomb Raider with 1, 2, 3 remastered. I'm a little shocked there's no Lara Croft on here. But to be fair, the games themselves are by Saber. All of this physical... I mean, I'm lucky they even did put Lara on the cover. If they really wanted to, they would have not even put actual Lara Croft on here, and it would have just been the logo as well. That's how scummy Crystal Dynamics are. And probably limited run, considering they also are highly woke themselves. Yeah. But I wanted to own these games. If I wanted to pick them up on the PS1 physical, they'd be very difficult to do. And I have Tomb Raider Anniversary, but that's not the same as Tomb Raider 1 in here. It's like a different form of a remake, whereas this is a remaster. And 2 and 3 are stuck. I mean, I have all of the Tomb Raider like games from 1 through 6 on Steam. And I actually purchased the Tomb Raider 1 through 4 games on PS3 as a digital PS1 classic, you know. 5 and 6 are PS2 if I remember. Specifically. So yeah, it's a pretty nice pickup. I own these now. So I'm going to set these aside here. And I got this other package. This has multiple things inside of it, by the way. It's also from Limited Run here. Let me get the box cutter off from the side. Open this up. This may have been the backside. I think it may have actually been the backside. Got a little sheet of paper there. Okay, so all three are right here. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to actually drop this box here. So I can put a bunch of this in. Okay, so 3 games all together. They're all from Limited Run. Turok, Turok 2, and Turok 3. I got the entire trilogy. I dropped a little over $100. They're like $35 each. But something about Turok is, like, I don't know. I feel like this is a franchise in the series that I really want to get into. I never played these back in the day. On, like, you know, the old, like, I think Sega, like, Dreamcast or Saturn or what it was, maybe, with, like, Turok 1, or maybe it was the PS1, I don't remember for certain, but it was, like, quite old. But these are all, like, remasters, or maybe it was the N64. Couldn't say for certain, but I don't know. I like the idea of, like, the concept of, like, these Native American, like, tribes, tribal people fighting dinosaurs and, like, cyborgs and cyborg dinosaurs and stuff, and I don't know, seems very interesting. And also, if I remember, Night Dive Studios, they are good developers from what I heard, if I remember. Weird, though, that these are new releases, but they only say Xbox One on the case. Now, I get that would make sense for Turok 1 and 2, because digitally I have them. In fact, let me see where they at. Yeah, I have them, like, right there and stuff. So, like, the thing is Turok 1 and 2 are Xbox One games, but then, of course, Turok 3 is a Series X and S enhanced game, specifically with the third one. So I'm shocked that the third only says Xbox One and doesn't feature, you know, Series X and S, like, watermarking on the case or nothing. Also, interestingly, they do show on the case Xbox One X. So even though that console is really old, each one shows Xbox One X, like, what do you call it? Referendum, I guess you could say. Can this, like, unblur? Okay, yeah. So even though that console, the Xbox One X, is 7 years old, they are still making note of the Xbox One X enhancements. So you're going to get 4K in these games. They're all single player, of course. I own a One X. I upgraded it with an SSD, so it runs a lot faster and it runs a lot better. Obviously, I still use my Series X over it, though, because I actually want to extend the life of my One X more. Like, it's an older console, so I'd rather run the life down on the newer device, because they're new and they're easily replaceable. But the older system, I kind of want to keep it preserved. But yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, that's interesting. Turok 2 specifically has multiplayer 2 to 16 people. But that's also interesting. Turok 2 doesn't show. That's weird. So Turok 1 and 2 shows Xbox One X, but it doesn't say like 4K. So my guess is it just is 4. Well, maybe it's not 4K. It's, I don't know, like enhanced frame rate, maybe 60 frames or something along those lines. If it's not listing 4K, then it must be like higher frame rates. Maybe either 60 frames, 120 frames. But Turok 2 has multiplayer and it's 2 to 16 players. That's interesting. But let's get these open because I want to get this video over relatively quick and soon. And I want to look at the discs and stuff and see how the internals look. From my understanding, this trilogy already existed in physical form, I believe. Previously for maybe PlayStation and Nintendo, but obviously since Limited Run started doing Xbox copies on their website, which is shocking that they actually finally started to work with like Xbox games, considering I always thought Limited Run hates Xbox. I mean, modern vintage gamer hates Xbox. I'm still waiting for that guy to put Shantae on Xbox consoles. Crazy how if I wanted to play Shantae 1 from like the Game Boy Color / Game Boy Advance there, I'd have to whip out my Switch Lite or my PS4 that I hate, and play it on there. Well, sadly I bought Shantae 1 on the Switch Lite already, but I'd have no desire to play it on there. I want to play it on my Xbox and get the achievements, so. This has a manual. Oh, this is giving me flashbacks to those like Microsoft like first party games manuals, except it's worse. How did they make this worse than like Grounded and like Pentiment? Those are 6-page like manuals. This is a 4-page manual. Bro, this is like the most bare bones manual like I've seen so far from these guys. I guess because Turok 1's an old game, it's very simple. Maybe the other two will have more fleshed out manuals. Let me see if I can pull the disc out here. What the heck? This thing is not wanting to leave. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. That's going to be a definite problem in the future. It's literally just the game art on the disc, and it also still only lists Xbox One. You could pop it in your Series X, and it gets 1X enhancements. And you can pop it on 1X, it gets 1X enhancements. If you have a Series S or an Xbox One S all digital or Xbox One SAD, I feel bad for you, man. If you have that digital only like lifestyle, oh boy. I do mostly buy digital more than physical, but I would never allow myself to be stuck with a digital only console. Even if I buy digital in higher like priority because of sales and stuff, and just because I think the discounts are okay for digital. Physical also has good sales too after a couple months after release. But you know, digital I can share with someone. I could do game sharing, so it's got a little bit of convenience there. Ooh, okay. Of course, another sticker seal. I don't think PlayStation or Switch has these. Only Xbox has these like stickers for like authenticity with like a whole barcode. Maybe that's the reason why Microsoft wants to get rid of physical. They're like, oh man, we got to be more official than everyone else. Oh no, our games have to look like way more legit. Okay, organize that. It's Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, back of the case, etc. Okay, so the manual here is a little bit meatier. It's definitely got a little bit more oomph to it. They go over all the different enemy types. Okay, they got the characters here. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pages. That's not bad, though. That's not bad. Some of the character designs in here kind of look like they'd be out of Halo for some reason. It's interesting. Some of the characters kind of look like they would have been made by Bungie. I mean, we got this little drone thing that I saw, and it reminded me of like the buggers, what are they called? Their alien names in Halo 2 there. I know them by the buggers because it's easy. I don't want to have to pick out my Halo 2 copy. Just to get the name. I'm just going to skip past it. I'm just going to get this disc out here. Ooh. Come on, disc. Okay, that was also some work there. This one's pretty simple as well. It says Xbox One there. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Gonna put that back. And the final one, this case, I want to say this feels lighter than Turok 2. I want to say I think it like is lighter than Turok 2, which might mean like a 4-page manual. If that's the case, that could tell me that maybe Turok 2 might be the best in the trilogy. Usually the games that are best in a trilogy, the game that's the best in a trilogy will get the most love and the best addition. And whatnot. So how about we just get this open and see for ourselves. Oh wow. Okay, that took some work there, but I'm gonna try to get this video under 25 minutes if I can. Boom. It's a 4-page manual. There it is. Yeah, it's 4 pages. Very, very basic. Just the characters and the descriptions. Guess that means Turok 2 is the best in the trilogy. They got like a concept art for monsters and enemy types and the characters, so it got the most love, but you can only tell me that one's the best one. Yeah, Turok 3, artwork, Xbox One. Here we go. So that is my unboxing for these 4 new games that I got from Limited Run. Let me see if I can find if they've got numbers on them. Okay, it's the Tomb Raider Trilogy doesn't have a number associated. That means this might be permanently on their website and they may not run out of stock. Turok 1 is 20, number 21 is Turok 2, and number 22 is Turok 3. So if you're looking to get a physical copy of Tomb Raider Trilogy, I think they may restock these and they might be permanent stock. So it doesn't have a number associated with it. I didn't see it. I mean, if you want to see for yourself, under Limited Run, there's no number. But then under Turok 3, number 22, if the camera would, of course, focus. So, like, yeah.